Today we're going to be learning 3 ways to say while. The first one we're going to be talking about, this one means while. You take a verb stem and you attach myeonseo if it ends in a consonant, or you just attach myeonseo if it ends in a vowel. It's the same conjugation rules as when you're conjugating just 면. 알다 for to know becomes 알면서. 맵다 to be spicy would become 매우면서. I already did a lesson about 면 previously, so watch that for the conjugation rules in depth. The other thing you need to know about this verb is that when you're using it, the subjects of the 2 parts of your sentence have to be the same. By that I mean, you can say something like, I ate while I slept? No, that's not possible. I talked while I ate. You can say that. You can say, I watched dramas while I exercised. Or even, he watched TV while he exercised. You cannot say, I studied while he exercised using this form. The subjects must be the same. Let's do our first one. I exercised while watching a drama. 드라마를 보다, so 보면서 again. Note that the 면서 goes after what it is that you are doing. So while you are doing what comes before 면서. 드라마를 보면서 while watching a drama. 운동, exercise 했어요. I exercised while watching a drama. Let's do another example. 피자를 먹으면서 얘기했어요. I talked while eating pizza. So you're like, hey, so what do you think? You know, you're talking while eating pizza. 자면서 코를 골았어요. I snored while sleeping. Or literally, while sleeping, I snored. Let's do one more sentence. 그거 알면서 왜 나한테 물어봐? 그거 알면서 왜 나한테 물어봐? Why are you asking me while you know that? So why are you asking me while you know that? 알면서 is something that Koreans use to mean like, you already know that. While you already know something, then why are you asking me? So it's like, hey, you know, why are you asking me? Don't you already know that? You know that already. Let's move on to our next form. Verb stem plus neun, just like when you change it into an adjective. So if you had a verb like 살다, this will also become 사는. So you're changing an action verb into an adjective. Then you attach 동안. 동안 is a noun that literally means an amount of time. Or you might hear it translated as for. Like if you were to say, I studied for 2 hours, 2시간, 동안, for 2 hours, or even during 2 hours, 공부했어요. Here, we are saying during this time that you are doing something. That's how you get the meaning of while. During the time that you are, or I am, doing this verb, something happens. Optionally, you can also see 에 added to the end. Most of the time it's not, but it's the same meaning whether you do or don't. This is a little different than myeonseo. You can do any subject, so you can say, I studied while I exercised, or someone else. It's more natural to use myeonseo when you can. Don't just use 동안 all the time, but if you need to say 2 different subjects, you have to use 동안. So let's give an example. 드라마를 보는 동안 운동을 했어요. I exercised while, during the time that I watched drama, I exercised. 드라마를 보는 동안 운동을 했어요 just means I watch drama while I exercise, or he or she or you. But if you want to specify, then you can add in, you know, 제가 or 철수가 or whatever you want for that. 철수가 피자를 먹는 동안 저는 일을 했어요. So I worked. While 철수 ate pizza, I worked. Lazy 철수. 제가 공부하는 동안, so while I am studying. 방해하지 마세요. So don't interrupt me while I'm studying. 제가 공부하는 동안, during the time that I am studying, 방해하지 마세요. Do not interrupt me. While I was seeing someone exclusively, 연애를 하는 동안, while I was dating with someone, 살이 쪘어요. So I gained weight while I was dating. Next sentence. 제가 자는 동안 음악을 틀지 마세요. So don't turn on the music, don't play music while I sleep. The next form we're going to be using is 다가. This one is very easy to conjugate. You take the verb stem, you just remove the da, and then you attach 다가. 하다 becomes 하다가, 먹다, 먹다가. That's it. 살다, 가. Done. This can mean while, but literally it does not mean while. So this only means while in translation. What it means is, actually, let me just give you a sentence so that you can see it. 집으로 가다가, so while I am going home, 친구, friend, 만났어요. I met a friend while going home. What this literally means is that some sort of second action is actually what happens immediately after the first action. So the second action happens immediately after the first. In fact, it happens so immediately after the first that the first action didn't even finish yet. So 집으로 가다, so going home. But before I get home, second action happens. I met a friend. The first action never completely finished. The first action gets interrupted. I'm going home and then that gets interrupted and I met my friend. Meeting my friend interrupted the action of me going home. That's the literal meaning. But when you translate it into English, you can get the meaning of while I was going home, I met my friend. As long as you think of it as meaning the first action gets interrupted, you're good. So here's an example of an incorrect sentence. 샤워를 하다가 전화가 왔어요. I am taking a shower, but then it gets interrupted and a phone call came. 전화가 오다 literally means a phone came. 전화가 왔어요 means I got a phone call. You know, it's a phone rang. This 다가 form, just like myeonseo, must be the same subject, doing both actions. Let's do a good example. 호빗 영화를 보다가, so I was watching the Hobbit movie, but I didn't get to finish. What interrupted me watching the Hobbit movie was I, same subject, fell asleep. 호빗 영화를 보다가 잠들었어. Translated into English as I fell asleep while watching the movie The Hobbit. I did. But I loved Lord of the Rings. 요리하다가 손을 베었어요. So I'm cooking and then got interrupted by cutting my hand. Or I cut my hand while cooking. Okay, let's do another example. 감자튀김만 먹다가, so I'm only eating French fries. And what interrupts that? Well, so my health got really bad. 건강이 너무 안 좋아졌어요. So my health got really bad while I was eating only French fries. 춤을 추다가 넘어졌어요. So I fell down while I'm dancing. So I never got to finish my dancing. Before I finish, I fell down. Let's do another. 뒤로 걸어가다가, so I'm walking backward and then what interrupted the action? While I was walking backward, 머리를 박았어요. So I was walking backward and I bumped and I hit my head. Ow! 뒤로 걸어가다가 머리를 박았어요. I hit my head while walking backward. Let's do another one. 울다가 웃었어요. While I'm crying, I laugh. This doesn't mean like I was trying to cry and laugh at the same time. This doesn't mean you're crying and laughing at the same time. It just means one action's happening and then it's interrupted by a second action. So I was crying, but then I didn't finish crying and I started laughing. So like, kind of like that. The next form is very similar, but cannot be switched with the one we just learned. This one is using the past tense verb stem. So now we have the past tense verb stem of to go, 가다, 갔다. So we get the verb stem of that. So now we just have 갔다가, 갔다가. 99% of the time, you do not want to use past tense with this form. What it means is the first action completed, and then the second action happens after. The other thing is this one's only used with motion verbs. So like 오다, 가다, 다니다. It's not used with regular action verbs like doing stuff. It's just used with motion verbs most of the time. And when it's used like this, you might sometimes see the ka being optional. You don't have to learn this one as a separate usage so much, just be able to recognize it when you see it. A very common example you will see this is this. 갔다 올게, 갔다 올게요. I'll see you later, I'll be back. So what this really literally means is 갔다가, I will go, and after I have gone there, I will come. But literally, I will go and come back. Let me give you another example. Funny thing is, this sentence was actually made by my 3-year-old son. 집에 갔다가, so I go home, and then the second action happens. 모자를 쓰고, I wear a hat, and 다시 again, 나왔어요. And I came outside again. So I went home and then came out again after wearing a hat. 집에 갔다가, 모자를 쓰고, 다시 나왔어요. And let's do another one. 버스를 탔다가, so after I took the bus and completed taking it, then what happened after was 지하철로 갈아탔어요. So I transferred to the subway after I finished taking the bus. Yeah, that's everything. And I'll see you guys again next time. 그럼 다음에 또 봐. Don't hit the camera. No, it's too close. It's too close. Just kind of want to check everyone out. Okay. All right, see you guys.